I don't I don't even know where to start. I was only gone for like 2 days. Jeez. Yeah, Jay Slater case, so much is going on, right? A lot of people are talking about what Mr. Danny Boy put out. Not going to give his channel a shout out nor his full name. Here's why. I really feel we need to just take a minute as a community and get real. All right? So I'm trying to put this in a way that for all future people that haven't been in the true crime business for a while, they're just starting out. Number one, always question your source. Always. I don't care if your mama gave you the message, and we're going to be talking about whose mama am I, because AYUB wants to know if I'm yo mama. Yeah, he shout me out. Whatever. But we'll get into that. But let's look at the big pink elephant in the room, or white elephant, or green, or purple. Here's the deal. Number one, the source is not validated. There's nothing to tell us where it came from. Number two, does it exist? We have no proof that the video exists. Number three, is it somebody trolling him with an AI video? Because we do know there is one. It's horrific. And that Jay's family has already been subjected to absolute nightmarish hell. And I find it extremely mother frickin' disturbing that if you had said video at all, that you would tell anybody about it, because it makes you a target if it's real. Your family would be in jeopardy. You can't be with your family all the time. I've been boots on the ground. I got in to the ground level of the locals that were being targeted. Okay, I've done that kind of thing in the past. They don't attack that person. They attack the people's family. It's irresponsible to put that kind of information at that graphic level out there on for any reason. It's disrespectful. It's not something that any of us need to wonder about. If you have it and it's real, you would have went radio silence, in my opinion, and went straight to the authorities, period. Because that should scare the living hell out of you. For anybody. First of all, you don't know who it was sent to you. You said it's anonymous. How do you know that that wasn't a threat to you? You see what I'm saying? You have to question the source, the message. Why did you get it? Why didn't Wax get it, or Harsh, or myself, or Streamline Entertainments, or Tales of Life? But no, you get it. And I'm not trying to say that you're, computer illiterate, but I don't know if you're aware, and I'm talking directly to Mr. Danny Boy there, of how seriously good AI can become. So we have to be extremely cautious, and to mislead anybody into thinking that that's even a possibility without actually verifying it through law enforcement, anthropologists that can look at it and see if that's actually that. Somebody skilled in the AI art. Okay, taking it to that level of a professional level, taking time on it. But ain't no way nobody sent that to you without a reason. So unfortunately, I feel, my humble opinion is, that he got trolled. That's my humble opinion. And I think there are those that are trying to troll Debbie in the beginning. Could be the same type of people that are paying attention to him. So I'd be careful. If I really thought that was real and I was him, I'd be all like, oh, shite the bed, Fred. We're in trouble. So let me give you a brief example. I was way in over my head, working with locals that were having serious problems and having secret meetings. And they knew I was the journalist, the reporter. I got in so deep that when I got back home a month later, those people showed up in my town. Those people were in my son's apartment. It gets scary really damn fast, and they are not afraid of you. So do I believe that's real? Hell no, I don't think that's real. Jay footage. Could it be that he got a hold of what Debbie's already been through and they just are like, that is Jay? Because yes, I can see where the photograph I have, it does appear to be Jay, but we have AI. And so even though I am worried that there could be missing pieces to this story, if you follow me in a boat off to, visit the doctor, I'm going to put it, and I've thought about how to say this as kindly as I can. And it's horrific to think about because this stuff does happen, but I'm just going to tell you. Product is not damaged. If you're a marketer, a farmer, and you have beef that you're going to take to market, you're not going to damage your product on the way to market. Okay? And I believe my concerns are that there was attacks allegedly from what we're seeing online, which everything is with a pinch of salt here. I am not providing proof. I am not providing evidence on my channel. I am providing my own thoughts, kind of like a talk show. I'm not here to solve the crime. I'm here to say, what is this? Could this be happening? What's going on over here? That's what I do. But I will guarantee you something, 1,000%. And I know it because it happened to me. In the Sebastian Rogers case, I came across in my deep research at about 3 a.m. a name. And that name connected to a medical facility for autistic children. That name was the exact same name as the mother's aunt. There had been a sighting over in that neck of the woods, not same state, but nearby, of a boy at that time that appeared to look so much like this missing child that his own father went there saying, I think it's him. Okay? So it was all clicking together. I never once came on and said, I have actual fact, I have actual proof, I have anything. What I said was, I don't know, but I made a tip to the TBI. I talked to, TBI in depth. I gave them everything I know. I contacted the family directly. We've had a conversation. That's all I know, and I can't say another word, no matter what, until I hear back something. I took a lot of heat over that. People saying, why'd you say anything at all? And I kept saying, if it's true, he would be alive. It would be hopeful. That's the only reason I said anything. And it's not that I wanted to build false hope. It's just I had hope that there was something that would be like, here's Sebastian tucked away in this little school. It was all about money in some way. Everybody's going to get a no, don't do that. And he comes home safe and sound. That's why I shared, is give hope. But I didn't reveal the details or any of it for fear I would jeopardize an actual piece of evidence. So if it was real, why would you jeopardize them that did it, knowing that they're caught? What? No. So I need you guys to stay with me on discernment. We have to be cautious. If it is real, he would have turned it into the police. Someone in that group would have been the one to say, here it is. But if they're not turning it into the police and they're giving any excuse like, oh, they don't want to be bothered by me and da-da-da-da, then it's not real. They don't want to turn in a false lead knowingly. But I leave it in your research, your department to discern what you feel. You're never going to see the video and you don't want to. Trust me, you don't want to. Just the photograph alone is enough to leave a haunting impression of what the rest of this human being actually did at some point go through. A very young kid. And it's mind-boggling. So I'm on the live. I'm going to make sure that it hasn't ended before I meet and greet everybody because I keep getting booped off. And again, if you want to choose to believe that, that's your prerogative. You have the right to believe anything you desire. You control your own buttons in life and your own reality. But ask yourself, why would somebody that was involved in that have distributed that type of video that shows who did it? Because he claims you can see who did it and that all the authority. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I said enough. I said my piece. I mean, no, I didn't. It's so damn disrespectful. It's unethical. I've blocked from being recommended that channel because we have Warren out here that is Jay's father. We have Zach and we have Debbie. All right, so all of them have to somehow digest all of this. And they have the same questions we do. But there's no reason to put such a graphic claim out there at the level that they did, saying it's verified and proven and all this, and then not go to the police with it. What in the actual what is wrong with you? And to that little person, and I say little because they came in with, oh, I make enough money, I don't have to work for YouTube. Because I told them go get their own channel if they want so much attention. They bursted in my room. I believe it was one of his flying monkeys, to be honest, disrupted our live, and then continued post after post, 4 in a row, within 20 minutes of each other throughout my whole morning, to constantly repost as if they'd never posted before, how I was so rude to them, and they're just trying to get the truth out there about Jay Slater and all this, and it's like, you see what I'm saying? It's all an attention getter, and it's actually distracting from the case. Seriously. We were looking at things on that video, and they took away 10 minutes out of our time. So, what in the world? We've got Warren going out there, sharing little bits and pieces of his thought process as a father, feeling that he's on a wild goose chase, not buying the narrative in MASCA. Long before you and I. And I think he's sharing that with us so that we understand. He had to catch his breath, let things cool down a little bit. He lost his son, and we don't know how. None of us truly know how. And if we had proof then the case would probably be solved. But we don't. I do want to say that there is, and we'll get the link for you guys if my mods can help me out on that. If you'll get the link for the Jay Slater Justice for Jay Slater petition over on change.org. I grabbed it and I forgot it. Hey, Steve the Cockney, how are you? Let me get caught up in chat. Let's get chat on. I don't think I uploaded it yet. Hold on. I just had to clear my throat on that. I find it disturbing. I was ticked off. Have Century says, how does anyone know Jay's families were not told about the video? Dan is crazy. If this is not in the hands of the police, we don't know. It isn't, though. He does not need signatures for police to look. You're going to have your own opinions. You haven't got long enough, Pello? Steve the Cockney. Teresa says, when's the inquest? Does anyone know? I believe it's coming up. And that's why I didn't get on the petition so quick. Because I'm like, we already have an inquest happening. But I do want justice for Jay. So I'm gonna get on board with it. And I was requested to. Anita says, if someone sent me a video, I'd take it to the police. I certainly wouldn't put Jay's family through it. Thank you, Anita. Denise Scally says, agreed, totally out of order to put such a horrific graphic story. I don't believe it is true anyway. It just blew my mind. I'm like, okay, have you ever been like traveling down the road and this person does something so stupid in the car in front of you that you honestly question why they still have their license, or if they do? And should the license be pulled? Because at that moment, I'm like, well, you just killed your channel, number one. Put your family in jeopardy. Put another family through a secondary hell. Because one way or another is secondary hell. Either they already lived through this horrific detail, and it was, you know, the 7-year-old Russian thing that tortured these. I mean, right? While your son is missing and you're like, oh, thank God that's not my son, you're still ripped apart because you're like, it's somebody's son, but it wasn't mine. Okay, all right. So it's either that or it's completely AI, in my humble opinion. If it's real, it would be in the hands of the real police, like the UK or whoever you got to get over in your side, over the water. You know, jump the drink and find out who you need to talk to. Hey, Jude. Hi. How you doing, love? Good to see you. You okay? Evidence is you okay? I'm okay. I'm okay. Hey, Kitty Cat. You said I saw a comment on TT today that was posted on August 8th talking about Jane being hurt with an axe, etc. long before this came out. Tiny says you're always right. Think you're right. Okay, so let's get into AYUB's little TikTok or whatever he uses. I want to thank my lovely, beautiful 1111 family who emailed me the clip. I like to call it when they tweet me, but it's not Twitter. You know what I'm saying? On AYUB, because AYUB wants to know. He's got me up there, and I don't know, maybe it's not his real account, but it looks like his real account, and I don't really care. Feel free to check it out. You're going to see his icon. All right, I have to laugh because it's a video about AYUB that I'm doing, so he's shouting back. I have to give him credit. At least he's listening. And so before I show that, I just want to talk to you, AYUB. Just me and you. I know I'm not a baddie and I'm not a hottie. But as you pointed out, I'm obviously somebody's mom. And let's get real. We know all between us here that there's really only a couple questions that if you can provide some receipts will make all this little narrative disappear. Like, it'll disappear. And that is, show me proof. And I mean proof with AYUB, not a quack quack, not a whisper, not under the baker or the candlestick maker, but under AYUB, ACCUSATIONS. Proof that you stayed at the Airbnb on the night of June 16th or the morning of June 17th of 2024. My email address is rubberducky2005 at yahoo.com. Send me a receipt that shows me you were in MASCA. You were there. And hey, that's not going to make it all go away, but it'll help. It'll help that you went there. Show me something. I don't care what it is. Maybe that video you talked about where you and Jay were outside of the vehicle. Show me that video. Give me something that proves you were with Jay that night or that morning. Because, dude, I got a lot of questions for you, but I'm glad you're listening. So here we go. Let's get over to half screen. Or we'll go quarter. I'm going to go off screen for a minute, y'all, because I'm already on screen twice. Let me make sure you can hear. Okay, sound check. It's short. It's only 24 seconds. Here you go. Really outside UK. Hold on. I gotta. Now, he's gonna play music is how he answers. But this is Quack Quackant. Like I said, I don't know if it says Quack Quack ENT. It says original sound Quack Quack ENT. Lauren D says, justice coming for you and your friends. Right? All right. So, here you go. Listen close. Really outside UK. Really outside.
One hand in the air if you're really outside. Outside, I don't know about yours, but I know about mine. In due time, my love us gon' shine. She won't be my boo. Outside. I'm really outside. Out too late, come money, it's time.
Really outside UK. So he's asking, let me come back up. Hey, Nikki Steve. Okay, listen to me. He's saying, yo, I got internet cooking for fun. Where dis she pop up from, LOL. And then he says, let me see what he says. Really outside. Whose mom is this? Yo? Really outside. He's asking if I your mama. I don't know what's going on with AYUB. But I need those receipts, AYUB. Because right now, a lot of us don't believe that you ever were in MASCA yourself, other than to put yourself there with an alibi saying you were at a motel, when really it was somebody else. And that's why you can't say it's under your name, which means you probably weren't checked into any motel. You were just up there, in my humble opinion, tossing a cell phone after making a GPS. Bing. Or, better yet, you didn't even toss the phone. You just went up there to GPS J, and then the phone, it ended up on the beach, right? Near a ravine, by the water. How quaint. I'm just saying, I don't believe you stayed in the Airbnb. I'm going to show you one of the reasons. There is just, y'all got to check this out. Okay, let's switch back over. Look at this. Beautiful Tenerife, right? Let's see. We're on quarter. I think we're on quarter. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful Tenerife. Let's see at the Airbnb. This place was up for sale, but it was just purchased because this is the house to restore with the green doors in MASCA that Jay allegedly stayed at and Rocky and AYUB stayed at. Now, let's look at this beautiful place. Nice view. Yeah. Okay. Got a little damage to the wall, but you know, it's touristy. I'd kind of worry if that was black mold, but whatever. Okay, nice. I like the front door. I like that. Let's continue to see this place. Okay, here's the room below where Jay stayed. Right? So look at this. I'm starting to get worried. You got the hot water heater there with a bunch of crap on the outside piled up right in here. You got this rundown little whatever going on. And then you get in here. Okay. You got the curtains having to be pulled away. I mean, it's kind of creepy. You still got cleaning supplies with flies and stuff on the table. Dead flies, maybe alive. You got cleaning debris here. Okay, we're going to call this retro. Then you get in here and you can see you got missing boards and boards that are going to fall. You see this one and this one? They're literally hanging out of the ceiling right over the bed. Look, the boards, something's laying over here. Yeah, something's laying over here on this table. This is obviously the roof. It must leak. I don't know. But what a lovely bedroom. Yep. This is where Jay's staying. This is the VIP room. Joseph Moore's hun, this is a cross of Jesus and his head is hung low. It's not a guy on a cross with no head. I mean, you can see the little crown. I blew it up and looked. But this is a very Catholic-oriented room. But look at this nasty place. I mean, look at this. This is nasty, y'all. Again, there's Jesus again. And a lot of the Mother Mary. This is Catholic. You got another Jesus up here. It's very Catholic. It's not clean. It's not well kept. And these are the green door rooms. Here's the bathroom. Towel, you know, hanging up for the curtain. This is where the VIP. Here, mate, I'll give you a towel. You can just shower off in the pissa. It's the cleanest place in the bathroom. All right. So, Ed, you're staying there. That's where you're taking baddies and hotties. I'd rather piss outside than pee in there. Are you kidding? See, it just don't work for me. I think you just were up there to get the phone ping. And that be it. Sure, he was with me. Yeah. The woman that owns this little rundown, nasty little place over here. She don't speak no English. She'll say it. She'll tell ya, yeah, Jay was there. That's the only people saying that. So then we get into, unfortunately, the allegations that are being said online that Debbie her home may have been attacked well before Jay went missing. Targeted allegedly for arson, broken windows. That's very need to know information if all of a sudden the target becomes missing. Regardless if it's in your own hometown or in Tenerife, if all this crap is going on prior, then it only makes me think, well, crap, the kid was targeted from the get-go. If you knew your kid was targeted, why would you let him out of your sight? And I'm not blaming nobody. I swear I'm not. I'm just trying to put this all together in my head. To a bare buckle fight. Jimmy Judas is calling out the KILL of J. If he loses, he pleads guilty. I don't know who you're talking about, Jimmy. I don't know. So, I mean, he's trying to say, AYUB's trying to, and it's not ARAB. Good gosh. ARAB. ARUB. AYUB is trying to tell me, because in that clip I'm saying outside the UK, I'm repeating what AYUB had said. And what he was saying that I'm showing in that clip that he called out is he said not to, he took up for Lucy, saying don't mess with his girl Lucy, right? My mate Lucy. And he said, because she was one of the first ones that came to his yard outside the UK. So I look it up. There is no band called Outside the UK. He uses a band on here, a rap band, but he puts his own music over it, and he's making his own original soundtrack saying outside the UK, outside the UK, something, something, outside the UK. No, I'm not a sub, outside the UK. And I'm like, what are you actually smacking? Good golly, dude, what kind of time do you got on your hand, AYUB? What the hell? And did you really leave the country? Did you go all the way back to Somalia? Because now we got a UK Inquisition and you don't want them in your phone. Just saying, not saying, just saying. Yeah, JBA. Is that the Airbnb place? Here's the Airbnb place. This is the back side of it, like the little, it's all connected. It's part of the deal. Like wander around into the next door over. It's all connected, the green doors. Right, Paula. That's Roman's place. Thank you. Louisa Powell says, good God, I get a tent and see you all in the morning. I'm just saying I'd piss outside before I'd piss there. Kimmy Nortree said, would like to know what's going on in that basement. I don't know if you would. Neither would I. I'll tell you, if you're getting hotties and rockets to come back with you to places like that, I'd say you're paying them. Yuck, yuck. Nikki said, not heard of Paula, might be before my time. Don't know. Looks like a sheet hole. Solve JG says Liam was claiming that there's corrupt media source that was canceled, frozen by the Guardia Police because Casa Bulatina owners are friendly with the police. I found it interesting. Did you catch what Warren was saying? His guide, the Dora the Explorer, right? I appreciate his humor. I send him lots of love, Warren. I send you tons of strength. Dude, I'm with you. Totally with you. Okay. How did the media, if she's the only one that knows, she just gets off the phone or whatever with them, meet you at 9:30, right? We're going to search for Jay Slater. And then she shows up and the media shows up. Like, boom, boom. Now, is it really media? Or is it avocados there to ensure that the narrative is going to play out a set way? Right? Because 47 mountain peaks is a lot to cross just to go get a pack of cigarettes, if you ask me. Just saying. I'm with Warren on that. Aw, Sophie, thank you so incredibly much for that snooper chat. I appreciate you. You guys, I got a spider bite. I can't show it to you because it's way back here. it's bad. Like the first morning, I didn't know I had a bad spider bite. And I was like, ow, my shoulder hurts. And then the second morning I got up, I could hardly move my arm. And I'm like, why is my back feel like it's on fire? And so I get out of the shower and I'm like, what's going on? I couldn't even put hot water on it. And I've got a spot that's red with one little bite, right? And this spot is beet red and inflamed and swollen. I don't know why I'm telling you that, but I've never had anything like that. And, damn. It's just the smallest little bite, but the whole thing is bright red. So, Quack, quack, can't stop quacking, quacking. There's so much more to go over. But I think it's weird, like Evil Exists had put out this picture that Tom Hilton put out that looks like he is... It looks like Tom is mocking the last picture, allegedly, of Jay. I thought it was strange when Tom Hilton said that it's getting boring in his interview. Out of his own mouth, he said that the Jay Slater thing was getting boring now. Wow. Really? You're in Malta, Jimmy Judas? Jimmy Judas Miller, I'm in Malta. Well, thank you for sharing, lovely. Rhonda Pochin says we will have to watch back on catch up. Oh, I don't know. Something bit me that hurts. Hey, Shaz, how you doing? This isn't going to be a big live where I reveal a great deal of stuff. I just needed to get something off my chest there about that. I know everybody was like, oh my gosh, I wonder what Mama D's thinking. I was so ticked off and felt absolutely gutted after watching it. And the immediate thought was, oh my God, this is going to get back to Warren and Zach and Debbie. This is really somebody that's inexperienced, that obviously, if they had the truth, they wouldn't have even thought of going public. You would not want people to know you knew, because the bad people know too. I'm just saying, my humble opinion. Louis Paul says you need to go to docs if the red circle gets bigger. You need antibiotics. We say draw a pin mark on the outside of the circle if it spreads over 100% infected. I know. I'm watching it. Like, it doubled since yesterday, so I may have to take some time off. I've been feeling tired. If it had missing things, let me tell you, I'm in little tiny place that don't have big spiders. These would be really little. I must just be really allergic to it. Barbara Fellow, the picture, Tom mocking Jay Les Pick, is standing on grass, meaning snitch, and looks like a front of a gravestone, in my opinion. I'm just saying, look at it. Go watch Evil Exists. He shows the picture. I'm not going to steal his thunder. He makes a very short video, and if I show any of it, you won't need to go watch his video, and that's not fair to him. He's the one showing it, so give him some love. Hey, you guys, fellow YouTube true crime creators, don't make it a boys club. I hear you bringing up Harsh. I hear you bringing up Wax and Joseph and Streamline Entertainments and Tales of Life. But y'all aren't getting my name right. It's 1111 True Crime. And don't forget it. You know me. The pleasant one that never gets mad. Somebody said, literally, I thought you were nice, and so now I know you're not. I have to unsubscribe. Hey, I'm nice to a point, but if you point, like step on my toes, I stand up for myself pretty good. I am a redhead. Like that. Yeah, Maggie, what you're saying. It creeped me out that I got the bite. Tom's dad's grave? Wait. I thought Tom's dad was alive and well. What? That don't make no sense to me. Am I misunderstanding? How exactly you go, Mama D? No, I'm not sick to my tummy. Oh, I see what you're saying about the video. Yeah, let it go. Let that go. Let the image go. Replace it with getting back on track here with what we need to do. Jay Richards says, hi, Mama D. Guess what Roman does for a living? He is a doctor, and Ophelia works in a hospital. All the connections if you wanted to, you know what. So I did look up the little information where it had an address off of the Tits for Tots, or what was that? Came out wrong. What is that called? That was that, I can't remember the guy's channel. Bits and Bobs. Lord forgive me. I am so sorry. My mouth doth runneth over. Okay. He brought up this little clip. First of all, that isn't Tom's thing you've seen. That's not him saying he was in Tenerife. Number two, he said he could only find this reservation, and it had this address that included Calle, C-A-L-L-E, doctor. I Googled that and found out that it actually is the street name of an address. It had nothing to do with the person's name. It's a street name on that island, and it's called C-A-L-L-E Doctor, D-O-C-T-O-R Street. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna not touch that. I just don't even know where to go with it, because I don't even know when that reservation's from. The guy already made a claim that that was Tom Hilton watching the helicopter when it clearly wasn't. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he's a doctor or not, but just because the address and the street name, I mean, let's pretend I live on Oak Street. Does that make me a tree specialist? You feel me? We can't reach. We can't reach. We've got to, like, really try our best to stay with what is real. And that's hard. Okay, so I'm learning, and I learn all the time, every day, and I pray I continue to learn. You say Tom's dad died recently. Is that true? Give me a 1 if Tom's dad died recently. There's a troll in chat. I know they're making up some stuff, but I'm not going to give it. Chat is flying. I'm so sorry. I can't keep up. Tanya says, in my opinion, like you said, AYUB definitely wasn't staying up in MASCA, and that's why he rented it literally an hour prior to creating his whole story, etc., after Jay's leaving NRG, alive or not. Exactly. Like, oh crap, I need an alibi, and I'm gonna have to get this kid's phone to ping. So we're gonna, hey, yeah, book me a night here. Right? Boom. He didn't even stay there, because who's going to stay in that ratty-ass place? And then he makes the phone ping. Boom. Now we've got it all together, right? It's on his TikTok? Okay. It is on his TikTok page, all about his dad passing. Okay, so Poppy Lester says, well, that pic of Tom and Brad at the grave was when they were much younger. Y'all are confusing me. I don't know. I haven't said much about Tom's dad, much at all, because I'm confused to crap about it. Mama D, that video where they've all been led to believe was scared. He wasn't. You're talking about, I saw your video, Angels. Piece of piece. Everybody go look at it. You can see Jay is actually smiling, she says. And you can see he does look like he smiles. He wasn't. He was smiling, winked, and did a friendly hand gesture. Like, you know, peace up, man. As he was standing up, made me smile seeing him happy. I think something happened after the NRG. That's just my opinion. Right after. Hillman 89, it doesn't look like a B&B. Looks more like an abandoned building. It's creepy. Tanya Snow says, in my opinion, Tom Hilton has done nothing but mock the whole situation. We are dealing with some low caliber people who all had this vendetta against Jay. More to this than him doing this statement. Interesting. All right, my lovelies. This is where I am going to jump off here. I want you to know I appreciate you greatly for tuning in each time with me. I look forward to talking to you. I love you. Remember, this is a spiritual warfare. It is us standing up for those that have been vulnerable to something that went very, very wrong. And we have to really try to discern when we're being misdirected. But it's always up to us individually. So follow what you know. If it doesn't feel right, like ask questions. Where would this have come from? Where is this information originating from? Could the person have had a motive? Is it real? Do your own thinking because you're brilliant. You are truly amazing. And if you take a moment to really think about it, you'll come to your own opinion. Don't always take in so much. It's kind of like I tell some of my friends. I'm single and they'll come to me. I've had 2 failed marriages. I still have friends that'll come to me and say, what do you think I should do in my relationship? And I'm like, what is wrong with you is that you're asking a single person that doesn't want a relationship advice. Stop that. So just know, YouTube is not the law. If it is actual evidence, it needs to be turned in to the proper authorities instantaneously. If you see something, you say something. And don't forget it. You have a responsibility to every child on this earth because you're an adult, right? So do what's right. I love you to the moon and back. Justice.